We are back.
We're back out here.
After some nice Premier League football. United home, we couldn't pull up. You're celebrating too much, man.
We lose. Hey, happy times, man.
They win a game, we lose a co-host.
Hey, man, swap out a course for a nice setting, It's got
man. Where do you want to start?
Since we're there already at the top of the log, might as well start there, Hey, the genius himself. Hey, man's playing mind games. I'm telling you. Pep's playing mind games, bro. I'm telling you.
Me, this thing of Pep, there's an issue for me that I see. If you want, not that everyone believes, but you want everyone to believe that Premier League, whatever, we've won it so many times, we don't care.
Yeah.
You're saying Champions League.
Right.
And then if you tank in Champions League, then what?
Yes, but I feel like he's just buttering people up because it's like, we cannot win. Yeah. I was like, I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's that club vibes. You can't compete, but then if you want to look at Klopp, now he can't compete. So gotta be careful. Careful what you put out into the universe, Pep, because now, Erling, Darwin Núñez outscored him in 2023.
I saw someone's like, beginning of the season, Haaland was averaging 3 goals a game. Now it's averaging 3 touches a game. Yeah, man. So it's peak. It's like, he used to do this to Klopp, and it worked on Klopp. The bunch is like, hey, we cannot win. And then Klopp was like, we're gonna win this. You heard what Pep said. And then they just pegged him back, go on a 15-game win streak, and it was a wrap.
But now who's on a winning streak again? You were saying, us.
No, I was just saying that's how Pep would do it. He's like, he tells the media, we cannot win. And then Klopp internalizes that, tells the boys. Then all of a sudden it's like, we got this, just relax. And then Pep goes on a 15-game win streak. And it's a wrap.
But they can still do it. Me, the reason why I'm still 8 points, yes. But it's 8 points without playing City yet.
That's ridiculous. So has it always worked like this where it's like,
no. Once you get to 18 games, you've played everybody.
Yeah.
Because the Queen, R.I.P. or R.I.P. Because of the Queen, it's that moved our game. That's what's happened. There are teams on 20 games and we are on 18, I think. We're not even halfway yet, but our next game still isn't City when we get to halfway.
Isn't it like, I feel like this is Premier League script writing, unless I'm incorrect and I didn't know that when the Queen passed on, we were supposed to play City that week. Were we supposed to play City that week?
What happened was the Queen passed and then our game versus PSV got postponed.
Yeah.
And then we had City on a Thursday.
That week?
The week after, I think.
Oh, okay.
So then, in order to reschedule that game, we had to move City.
Okay, my bad.
So it wasn't like,
my bad,
I thought
it was FA script writing. They do it in other ways.
It couldn't have worked any better for them. But I still feel, because I feel like me as an Arsenal fan, I did not want to face City yet. And City fans did not want to face Arsenal yet.
Should have played them that time then.
Yeah. I feel like this is the time to play them when they shook.
They shook though.
No, because you know what I thought was going to happen? I thought, okay, these guys play Southampton beats them. Pissed. Upset. Everybody's, who's next? Man United. Yeah. Punishment. What happened? No punishment.
Because there's some dimensions like, when is Pep ever lost 2 games in a row? And it's like, there you go. Here's one.
I saw a stat. What was it saying? This was the first time since like somewhere in 2021 that City lost after going a goal ahead.
Damn, that's crazy.
So yeah, man, a lot is going on. I know people are now using that United game to be like, we told you City aren't at it, but I still think,
especially United, I feel like they are getting way too ahead of themselves.
United, they are looking good. I said it and I will say it, bro. I've been saying it. Ronaldo was dragging that team down.
Let that go.
But like now you're literally seeing the fruition of no Ronaldo on the bench or near the starting 11. They haven't signed anyone. Woodward Ghost was there with these kids watching a masterclass.
It's not even a real name.
The Harry Potter character was there, dog, chilling. So yeah, man, it's just like literally the only signing they made was releasing Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, Marcus Rashford's looking good. I saw they're crediting Benny McCarthy on Twitter. So that is big up. That's mad. I like that.
Man. But I will say this, since we're here, it's like I hear people like saying more often than not is that Ronaldo leaving has unlocked Rashford and allowed him to be the guy. And whenever people say that, I'm like, dog, it's an 11-player sport. Maybe I'm just I haven't watched so much NBA where it's like that sport you can say that's the guy. Without him we aren't winning anything. Maybe because I'm so desensitized by how the NBA works and I look at football and I'm like, there are way too many bodies for one guy to influence the game like that. I'm like, nah, you're like getting way too carried away with it.
It's the same thing with Liverpool, and you saw it again against Brighton. We'll touch on that. When Van Dijk goes out, what happens to Liverpool? I mean, not this season. This season, Liverpool were bad the whole season. Van Dijk. Right. But I would never say Rashford is the guy for any team. But in that squad, is the best player? No. Best attacker? I don't know. Best player. Casemiro, sure, people are saying Casemiro, Varane, Rey Mysterio. So
maybe it's because I'm not attached. But if you were to say Rashford, alright, fair. If you were to say Casemiro, alright, fair. So it's like, okay, so it's unlike with my team. If people are like to say, for example, Saka's the best player in the team, I'd be like, no. I'd be like, no, it's Odegaard. You see, something like that. It's like,
with some teams, it can be debated. With Arsenal, it can be, you can say it's Odegaard, you can say it's Thomas Partey, you can say it's Saka, With United, I feel like it's just...
And I saw that thing. Did you see that thing of like them comparing like Rodrigo and Casemiro and then Partey, and people are like, who invited my man? It's like, he's the best at his position in the league. He's been better than Rodrigo, even if stats were to tell you otherwise. The eye test, which is why it's important to watch games, which is why you watch games. You should watch games. But then again, it could be me being biased. It's like,
I mean, for me, Thomas Partey doesn't need to be labeled the best. It's the same, I feel. I'll never compare Marcus Rashford and Saka. There's no need. Saka is just a joy to watch. He delivers almost every game for Arsenal.
Right.
Not a 2-3 month
spurt.
That's a lot. Like a 1 month spurt. And it's like, oh, Saka. No, you can always count on Saka. You can always count on Thomas Partey.
Right.
And this season, I feel like since he's been there, in my opinion, you can always count on Odegaard. So it's like there's no. That's why I said was it last week? Yeah, it was. Why I said there's no need to compare players. So for me, I don't need someone else to tell me Thomas Partey is better than so and so. For my team, if you tell me take any defensive midfielder healthy, keep Hart healthy.
Thomas Partey.
I'm keeping Thomas Partey.
So last week when I asked y'all what was it, which is why you watch every episode, by the way. I'm just putting it out there. When I asked who's the player you wanted your club to sign. Funnily enough, I didn't mention Partey because obviously we signed him, but Partey's always been that guy where it's like some players you just look at and you're like, not my club. I love him for my club, but my club would never. Then they get him. It was like, man. Wow, so that signing for me was Thomas, like, it was one of those.
A midfield of Thomas Partey, Santi Cazorla and Ozil, we would have definitely already won the league at least once.
It's like,
that's what I feel.
But that defense, dog, comes to this day.
Thomas Partey, dog.
Arsene Wenger was on vibes, dog. It's like there was no defensive training in that club, like zero during Arsene Wenger's time.
It's been said a lot that he was on the, we're gonna play our way no matter what. Like apparently it would be like 30 minutes, like Pep vibes. 30 minutes where you're like, oh, let's see how they play. Let's see what do you see that we need to worry about type of vibes. Whereas with Pep, I can see it because he has the best team in the league.
Right.
You can do that. Oh, Liverpool, let's see 30 seconds. Oh, they're gonna cross it there and then okay. Here's what we do, touch. Whereas with us, we were not a team at that level where you could disrespect opposition like that.
I get you.
That was the issue.
But man, it's like having Partey's dream come true. If massive, football dream come true, saying, definitely.
That we needed Thomas Partey-esque player around Ozil. Coquelin was solid, but once we saw what Coquelin could do, we needed to upgrade in that position.
Because even like with Xhaka, I think you mentioned it as well. It's like Arsene Wenger always planned to play him further up the pitch.
He was never that guy. Do you see when you sign players and you know he's not in that position, but because you're not getting in that position, you have to play him there. Things like that. I feel like that's something that should never happen.
Yeah.
If I'm going to sign you as a left winger when everybody's fit, you should play left wing.
Yeah, I get you.
Not like, oh, I signed you as a left winger, but now you're going to play central midfielder, even though everybody's fit.
It's like, what the heck, bro? You know.
Only under extreme circumstances
right.
should you see the flexibility of players or tactical genius in games.
Yeah. But nonetheless, things are getting spicy to say the least.
Yeah.
I will say another thing is like, even though, after discarding of Tottenham, and that football club, can you even call them a football club?
Yeah, man, it's just a bunch of people on the field. That's what they are at this point.
They are. Yeah, I would call them an 11-a-side team. Can't even call them,
there are 11 people who come on the field to do cardio,
bro.
To 10, and then with like someone in goal. Lord have mercy. I can't believe. I've always said it. I've always looked at Hugo Lloris and I never saw what people saw. Same thing with David De Gea. I've always looked at David De Gea and I never saw what people saw. People are now seeing
it. Yeah, I will say this: when people are putting out together their combined 11s, when they're like goalkeeper starts, and then the people are like, Hugo Lloris, I was like, you could go either way, because obviously I was wrong. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't put that out there. But I just I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I don't rate Ramsdale, even though he's a my player, and I should rate him, but I just don't rate him that highly.
You should.
But when they were like, people are like Lloris, I'm like, fine, I'll give you that. Yeah, I was more combative about the whole thing where people were like, Romero, because he won a World Cup. What? I'd rather him over Magalhaes.
What? He didn't won a World Cup with Tottenham Hotspur. He won a World Cup. When people are there doing a combined Man City and Brighton, they aren't like McAllister won a World Cup. No, come on, man.
Yeah, man. I was a bit more combative of that as opposed to the goalkeeper choice, which is now proving to be not even a non-contest, if you will, because Lloris is atrocious.
I saw Sky Sports one. It was like, I think it pretty much had Arsenal all the way up until Harry Kane and Son. And I was like, the disrespect to Martinelli and Eddie Nketiah. But now
Martinelli this season, sure, this season on form, but Eddie,
Kane
came onto the scene.
Yeah, I'm just saying that that was jokes, but like, man, it's like they are nowhere near us.
Yeah, not even close.
They are nowhere near us. And FA, there was a lot that happened there. You saw the Tottenham players crowding the ref. We got fined twice in a week.
I'm expecting swift action, FA. Swift.
And then Richarlison, what he did to Ramsdale, and then their fan trying to kick Ramsdale, whatever he is, that thing kicking Ramsdale. Let's see what happens. I'd like to see some action. I'd like to see something done.
Because they showed more fight after the whistle than they did inside.
Yeah.
And I even watched the game, We can nudge my government.
It was load shedding. Man. Yeah, so you know what they say. Yeah? Even during load shedding, you get more electricity than you see on a Tottenham field. Hey, man. Hey. But yeah, man, all the jokes aside. That was a good game. It was a good one. Thomas Partey could have scored a worldie. That was enjoyable. Enjoyable as it gets.
I could tell, but the emphasis put in the writing. It's like I could tell, but it was written. It was like, man, it was like, what was potential Gabriel assist? I was like, okay, let's going into detail. We'll finish a goal of Shakespearean caliber, if you will. But apparently, do you remember when we bottled the 2013, 2014? Yeah, apparently we were 24 games in, leading the league. That's crazy.
Wait, the 13, 14
it was when City won it. Pellegrini. When Liverpool bottled it as well.
Yeah,
they bottled it after we bottled it.
I see, there's a lot of bottles.
There's still a lot of season left.
There's a lot of season left for Arsenal fans to be saying, we've got it.
Same. I was
you're in the position to do this thing. You've lost your number one target to your rivals who are going off vibes.
Death row.
People are signing death row deals here. Dr. Dre. I mean, Mudrek listens to a lot of hip hop. Do you know about Dr. Dre? Do you know about Suge Knight? But yeah, that's besides the point. Like, if Arsenal or Arteta believes what is reverberating, that we've got this, and it's like, I don't need to sign anyone. Smith Rowe's comeback is a new signing. Same thing that happened last season is going to happen. We should still make top 4, but your chance at achieving something is going to go away because you decided not to do what you needed to do.
Yeah, right. Because it's been echoed everywhere. Everybody's saying
I've seen a lot of this thing. Then we can move away from Arsenal if you're done. It's like they were like Arsenal were targeting Lisandro Martinez.
Right.
They didn't want to overpay. They got Zinchenko. They were targeting, I don't know if it was Matters. Didn't want to overpay. They signed Odegaard. They were targeting, who else is there? There's someone else. The way we signed Ramsdale, Ben White, all that stuff. Right. Know who you want. Yeah, if you can't get them, or if it's out of your price range, out of your budget, get someone else who is not going to destabilize what's happening. Mudryk is not the only player in world football that when brought into the Arsenal environment improves it. There's no way that there's only one player in the world that can do that. So
go out there and get someone.
Go get whoever is gonna help us in that regard. That's all I ask. Nothing more.
Players who can
if they feel like the LeBron James is the guy, get him. Me, as much as I'll throw LeBron James, if you as Arteta, who knows more about levels, looking at your players and looking at the opposition you play against, and feel like he's going to contribute the way you need.
Hey, for me, it's just the fact that he's a Chelsea player and you know how that.
I'm just making that, driving that point home that it doesn't matter.
I'm not trying to bring that into my life yet. Okay.
Okay, but we should stay away. Me, one Chelsea player I'll sign in a heartbeat is N'Golo. Could you imagine Kante and then Thomas Partey? But the injuries haven't been kind to my guy.
Yeah, but just a little, just 8 points below us, whatever was going on there with the penalties and the goals disallowed. No, it's not penalties, the goals.
So last week we said football's rigged. Just last week we said football's rigged. You saw Liverpool, Wolves. This week there's something else to talk about. It's Marcus Rashford, Man United.
The audacity. I heard somebody say, okay, first, dog, you know what your team is indefensible when your only reaction is cry more. When your only defense is cry more. That's when you know you got away with it. Because in the first place, one of the guys was saying, Akanji had stopped running. I wonder why that's the case. I wonder why.
Yeah, man. People are saying, Rashford didn't. The Rio Ferdinand, a centre back. That's why, I don't know if you saw that tweet where I was like, played for and unbiased pundit don't go together. They don't go together. Because Rio Ferdinand as a centre back knows that those guys were impacted on by Marcus Rashford.
Right.
Because there's a shot where it's just before Bruno takes the shot and Marcus Rashford's there with his left foot and Bruno with his right. As Ederson, you don't know who's shooting, which means Rashford is impacting
the play. I mean, you think it's a clear cut, especially with VAR. So I don't know, did they not check or they checked and were like, let it slide?
I think they checked and then they were like, he doesn't touch the ball.
I remember there was an AFCON. I know a lot of us don't watch AFCON. But just to remind you all, there was an AFCON where it was a couple of years ago, like a while ago, because Yaya Toure was the player involved in this.
Oh, you're talking 4 or 6 years.
2015 probably. 2015 when the Ivory Coast won it. What happened was the ball was played over. I don't know who played the ball. But the guy running towards the ball, he was offside. And Yaya Toure yells at him. He's like, dog, stop running. And the guy stops. He didn't interfere, but he stops running. And then Yaya Toure catches up to the ball. It's like, it's one of the times where I wish I could post the clip. You could see with your own eyes. That's a guy not interfering with play. Because the moment he saw he was offside, he stopped. He stopped with like meters to go. And Yaya chased after the ball. It's like those situations you can allow it. Like, let's say, for example, that ball was played over. Like, let's retcon real life. Let's go for it. Let's say, for example, when the ball was played over, Rashford saw it. He saw that it was offside, and he ran. And then when the moment the ball bounced, he stopped running. then Bruno somehow, somewhere got to it and scored. Sure, fair enough. You could say he did it interfere. You could get away with it. But this is clear and obvious. It's blatant, bro. But they're just like, whatever. Sure, we'll give you a goal. We'll let you win this one.
It's cool. We're just pointing out the injustice to Man City.
A lot of injustice going around.
That's all. As an Arsenal fan, it's 3 points of the only people who are rivals in this title race.
Right.
Putting it out there. So, I mean, as much as United fans will be like, oh, you're just hating. I don't know. I'm glad you guys won. But not like that.
Yeah.
As someone who enjoys football or tries as much as possible to enjoy the game.
Right.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Not like that. Because even with the Arsenal women,
that was not a pen.
We should have lost.
Yeah, that was not a pen. That was not a pen.
That was the only goal we scored, and that was either a free kick or not a penalty.
Yeah, it was a free kick.
So
it was a free kick and they gave it our way. And you could even excuse it. There was no VAR. They specifically said there was no VAR to check.
There is no VAR in the women's game. So what's your excuse in the male sports?
Nah. Say. Yeah, let them cheat in HD now.
Yeah, hey man, I said it last week. Guys are taking the camera and like, watch me commit this crime. And there you go.
I always say this, like, hey man, United now, they might feel the impetus, the motivation to start swapping envelopes, for the title again. Yeah, they used to do it. Now they must start doing it again.
Yeah, they might be like, oh, maybe the Pep team ain't all that. Yeah. Maybe with a little 50,000 a game, Maybe, with that wages saved on Ronaldo, we can now start pushing envelopes, pushing W's, So it's possible, man. It's possible.
Yeah. I like to put a disclaimer. This is all theoretical, by the way. All hypotheses.
Yeah. For those people who are asking me for documents in the TikTok channel, I ain't got no documents. I'm just saying, with your own eyes, everybody has a nose to smell. A little bit of BS in the air is all I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, man.
But yeah.
Brighton.
Before I get to okay. You know what? Let's go Brighton. Because it's more entertaining than what I wanted to bring up.
What do you think? Who do you give the credit to for this Brighton?
All I'm saying is, after the game, I was looking at my FPL squad and trying to find a way to fit Mitoma in there. I'm still looking for a way. Somebody's got to go with Zaha, Son, play for your spot is all I'm saying.
Son's got to go, man. Son's got to go. For your spot. Yeah, but like I was saying, who do you give credit to? Do you look at the squad that was built that De Zerbi inherited from Potter? Or do you look at it and be like, as much as Potter's Brighton were playing great football and were fourth place, I think, when he took over, they weren't clinical like they are now.
I give credit to the guy who built the squad. Is it the same guy who went to Chelsea?
Yeah, I think it's the same guy.
Give him credit for that one, dog. I don't know why you leave that and go to Chelsea, but more money, I guess.
More money. But then, what he's doing there, or what we're being led to believe he's doing, maybe it's all Todd. Maybe Todd is unhinged, maybe. But man, it doesn't give me. This is the same guy. It doesn't.
But here's the thing. I don't know who said this. I saw this on Twitter.
Yeah.
Somebody said Potter had Mitoma locked up on the bench.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those.
But
things.
when did he join? Was he there? Start of the season.
Start of the season was there. Yeah. So
maybe Potter was just like, my guys have done. And it's just like, you're new, you're gonna have to earn it. Maybe it just took longer to earn it than we would. Also, let's not forget that is like a week after the transfer window closed, Tuchel was gone. So it's not like Potter had like 20 games of Mitoma playing 10 minutes, you know what I mean?
Because apparently he was called up. He was there with the World Cup as well, and he didn't get game time. So,
I'm sure Japan now. That was your blue lock guy. That was your blue lock guy.
That was your Isagi. You decided
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just he was doing great at his previous club, so that was enough to earn him a call up, but you hadn't seen enough for him to be a starter type of vibe. Like maybe if the World Cup was as it should have been at the end of the season, you'd be a starter.
But yeah, there's also another thing. I don't know. Do you know the story?
No.
You don't? Okay. I'm sure it's been circulating around. Tons of people made content. I've seen like the story told 3 different ways already.
Yeah.
But my man's he was offered a professional contract. Cannot for the life of me recall the club, but it was with J League still, J League football. And he turned it down so he could go to university, turned down the contract, and he studied sports nutrition or sports management, one of the two.
Okay.
He studied that, because he felt like they would give him the best, like I don't know, whatever.
Understanding. Probably, yeah.
And then once he was done, same club came back calling once he graduated, and they're like, "Alright, dog, we still wanna give you a shot." And they called him up, and he signed the contract. Man's dazzled in the J League, and that's when Brighton came calling. And was
he straight from J League?
Yeah, straight from J League to Brighton.
Alright, okay. Well, could Percy Tower could have been.
But Graham Potter's definitely hating there, dog. Yeah. You can't tell me Graham Potter's wasn't hating, because he didn't even give him a chance. Forget the mere fact that he played and didn't do well. No, he didn't even get a chance. So it's like, because people are like, "Hey, we're gonna unfollow you," like, "Hey, bashing Graham Potter." Like, I'm not gonna lie. Usually, I know, like, I'm always on the side of people who are berating the coaches and being like inwardly. I'm always on the like, come on, they kind of right, dog. You being a douche. But I never say it outwardly. But the Percy Tau situation is one of those situations where I was like, okay, outwardly, I've also got to say, dog, you're on that BS. There's no way you're not giving this guy even 10 minutes.
Yeah, but what I will say, man, is there's a reason why it's so limited South Africans that make it 1 to Europe and 2 to the top 5 leagues.
You're right.
So maybe I don't know what. Maybe they I don't know when they saw him at Sundowns and like this guy could do something. But then maybe it's just like when he got there, or like, because I feel like those years getting the work permit.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just we sign you now. We're excited to have you, and then you can't get a work permit. Now we're shipping you there. By the time you arrive. We have already addressed that position because we couldn't wait 3-4 years.
Put it like that.
That's what I feel like.
But yeah, man, I guess just footballing director, big ups. Don't know why he went to Chelsea, and also big up Roberto. He's a coach. He's a proper coach. It's like I'm happy to be with Brighton. It's like one of his happiest moments as a manager, so
I would also be happy. That's a great squad that already does not have identity issues.
Man's like, hey, it's so he's playing things on easy mode against Liverpool. He's like, just for today, Pascal right back. Just mop the floor with them.
Yeah, man. You have to get in Klopp's head. Klopp has a right back who can't defend. You can ping the balls like, let me show you a little some. Go do the same thing. Like, not that Pascal can't defend. For all we know, he's twice the defender of the other guy. But yeah, man.
Like, what is he cooking? Klopp was there. What is he cooking?
Yeah, Klopp is trying to piece it all together. It doesn't make sense. Hey man, people are there bashing my boy Code. Yay! They're saying when it's not FC Grongi in the men's.
That's what I don't get, bro. You did not sign a striker, because when he was playing second striker, he was playing second striker. He was playing, best. Just best helps. Yeah. Best terminology helps. Yeah, you got that. What is it? Center forward, and then you got SS second striker. Yeah, that's what Cody was playing in the World Cup. He wasn't the main man. That was Memphis. Yeah. Now you're gonna come here and tell the guy. But then,
you
watched him play, so you should be able to do it too.
Nah, it's probably one of the, you remember what Klopp said? He said, it feels good to have a guy who knows where the goalpost is. So that's shots to my boy Darwin. So he's probably like, dog, as much as it's not your position, I know that if there's a chance, you're more likely to take it than Darwin Núñez. So,
mind you, at halftime it was
It was no at halftime. It was no.
I'm saying shots for. I was thinking about the Arsenal game. Sorry, let me just get my facts correctly. But yeah, you could just go on a tirade against Klopp if you so wish to do so, or against Trent, or against whoever else you might wish to.
As much as I joke about my boy Big Virgie, clearly he's the most important piece.
Oh my god! But actually no, I was correct. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I mean, Who would have figured, you know? But okay, so it's 6 shots for Liverpool and 16 for Brighton
in the first half.
No, in the first half.
I was like, what? What?
No, the entire game.
Yeah,
and it's 9 shots on target for them and 2 for Liverpool. Oof. So there was no creation to even begin with, you know. So I'm like, bro, what is Cody Gakpo supposed to, you know, what is he holding on to? There's nothing to hold on to there.
Yeah, play him on the left. Let him
cook.
Yeah. Mo Salah, I think you're on your last legs, boy, in my FPL squad. It cost way too much money. Mo Salah. But yeah, man, Liverpool.
Brighton.
Yeah, people like they're complaining about the owner and all of that. Hey, y'all weren't complaining when y'all last season had the best team in the world. When y'all last season had the best center back, best right back, best right winger, and all the vibes. So
yeah, they're getting sold now anyway. So you know, you don't have to deal with this for much longer. I guess. But yeah, another team I want to talk about because you mentioned Newcastle and sometimes they aren't.
Yeah,
I was like, dog. You're right, but you know I haven't been watching enough of them to see it myself.
Yeah, I mean, Newcastle do what's necessary to get the result.
Whack,
but they aren't.
Whack.
They don't know. Okay, not a lot of teams play like a top 4 team, so can't even blame Newcastle for that. But yeah, man. I don't think they don't try, but they just more because I think they've conceded 11 goals.
Right.
They're just more of a defensive unit than they are a team that plays great football.
Yeah.
But if that's what's gonna take you to see, that's the difference. For now, this will suffice for Newcastle fans. But there will come a point where Newcastle spent enough money that the fans want to be entertained.
Yeah, I get you.
So we'll see what happens when it comes to that. Maybe, I don't know, because St. Maximin's been on the bench.
Probably just leave over St. Maximum step overs for like a foreseeable future.
Yeah, we'll see, man. But Isak is there. That's a good piece.
Got a winner.
Yeah,
so,
you know, endear himself to the fans.
So the lower we go down the table, eventually we might get to Chelsea.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the London Cowboys, as some would call them.
Yeah, they won, man. they won. Yeah. Kai Havertz got a header, I believe it was.
They
announced the new signing, Mikhailo Mudryk.
Man,
yeah, I'm gonna show you that video, bro. Hey, it was dead. It was dead because it was. But yeah, they won. That's important.
Left the sour taste in my mouth though.
I was just like, oh, okay, and then that was it for me. It wasn't that deep.
You know what makes it worse for me is that originally I was not lost in the sauce. I was just chilling. I was just existing. And you knew, and then you came about, and you were like, yeah, he's the guy. And then he also started talking. And then people are like, yeah, it's getting done. And I'm like, oh, I guess we got a new player then. You know, by the time I'm getting to peak Mikhailo Mudryk vibes.
He's gone.
I'm like, oh, guys, I'm the only one here at the top, and you're like down here. What's going on?
Man. Man. Mikhailo, hey, man. It's he just wanted out of Shakhtar.
Yeah, honestly,
by any means. And what he saw was, Arsenal are the most interested.
Right.
So let me cater to them.
Right.
And then but then again, I'll say it again. If Arsenal wanted him, they'd have gotten him because
Chelsea only took
we bid 95. Chelsea bid 100. Chelsea got him. Simple as that.
Yeah, and he always wanted to leave because apparently a Bundesliga club, I think it was Leverkusen, the previous window were interested in. He also tried to force his way out. So he just didn't like Shakhtar.
Yeah, so we should have known, you know, by that it's not an Arsenal thing. It's him being him. And we'll see how he operates in the half space with like 7 other players
in his position. Forget 7 other players in his position. Tottenham men playing 7 wing. Right, what's his left wingers?
Yeah. Apparently, he got a call from Graham Potter who was selling him the project. So
He liked the
one thing I'll say, not even about that, is at least it looks like Potter wanted him. At least, Todd, at the very least, you did that. Because half the time, it seems like you just in BBC gossip column, and then they're like, oh, Man United launch a page. He's like, haha, I'll launch another, and then go. So, yeah, man. Hopefully it works out for him. I have no beef towards him. He's going to get booed by Arsenal fans whenever we play Chelsea. But as long as we beat Chelsea, he can do what he wants. I don't care.
And he's gonna hold the 2-piece guaranteed. I'm telling you that much, bro. You can come into Chelsea to win that, especially to beat Arsenal. That's not happening. So hold that Carabao. When we play Carabao games? When do they play Carabao games?
Carabao's done.
No, I'm just saying. When is the usual fixture for Carabao?
I don't know.
Anyway, we'll hold that Monday Night Football Carabao Cup.
Man, they're still in the Champions League. We're shocked in the Champions League, yes. No? So you can't be registered.
Really?
So, you can't play for more than one team in the same competition.
Unless the team you played for was knocked out in the group stages.
I don't.
That's the caveat. Because who was it? Was it Haaland? Was somebody played twice?
Haaland joined in August. It wasn't Haaland.
Somebody joined. Oh, it was Diaz. It was Luis Diaz. He played for Porto and then he played for Liverpool.
Oh, okay. Then we'll see. We'll see. Because, but then maybe the rules change when it's Arsenal. Because I remember Dortmund went in the Europa League. We signed Aubameyang. Dortmund dropped to the Europa League, and then we couldn't register Aubameyang. So maybe rules just change depending on Arsenal, man. So that's that. But then bend it like Beckham, more like bend it like Ward-Prowse.
Hey man. Oh, snap. I was watching thingy. I've been watching this guy on YouTube. He posts videos of like players like what's this? Varane likes dribbling in his own box, and it's like shows a compilation of Varane just trying to dribble out of his own box, And then there's this one where it's like all of Ward-Prowse's free kicks, and out of the last 100 free kicks in world football, Ward-Prowse made the most. So he's made 16. Not a lot, but he's made the most. I think
it's 16 in the Premier League that he has.
Yeah.
And I think it's the most is 18 by Beckham, I think.
In the Prem?
Yeah.
Nice. He's going to beat that eventually.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah, so yeah.
See, I'll always say it every time we speak about Ward-Prowse. Arteta.
Hit him up.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love Ward-Prowse, man. But Lampard, because apparently, did you hear that the Everton board members were told not to come because it's not safe? They were told not to come to the game.
Is this Mamelodi Sundowns in 2009?
What's going on? They weren't there because they were warned that it's not safe.
Sheesh.
And then they lost. So I don't know how much longer Frank is gonna have, because apparently they're not gonna spend because they whatever reasons.
Because they're broke still.
Yeah, so
2 years and counting. That's crazy though. Still, apparently Vinay, the guy you wanted, apparently he's also on Todd's vibes. He doesn't consult anyone.
No, but Vinay isn't Fahad Mushiri.
Oh, Fahad. Yes, not Vinay. My bad, Vinay. My bad, man.
Vinay is our guy.
My bad. Fahad,
he's on vibes.
Yeah, apparently he's on Todd's vibes, where it's like 400 million players and nobody's consulted. It's just him.
Maybe. I think they snatched the guy from Leicester, but I think that guy like resigned. So maybe it is that deep there.
Yeah.
And man, look, as much as it's your money, there are people who know how to get the best out of it. So let them do with that.
Y'all are 1 point away from safety. 19 games played.
Who's y'all?
Yeah?
Who's
Everton.
Y'all?
I'm looking at the camera. Y'all are 1 point away from safety.
Yeah.
What's sitting at 19th place?
Yeah.
19 games played. All I'm saying is maybe it's time to make the call. Maybe it's time to make the call to Big Sam. Once he still has time.
Frankie. Yeah, man.
Make the call to Big Sam.
Yeah.
That's still time.
Because Big Sam usually pops in about December. There was a World Cup, so we'll add a month to it. So go grab Big Sam.
Yeah,
let Frank Lampard go back to Derby or something. Because clearly he's out of his depth.
Yeah, brush up on the coaching.
But again, still the same thing. Whenever I talk about Everton. There's managers there's players from 5 managers ago. It's just, it's tough, man. It's tough.
I'm sure if you trace it back, I'm sure you'd still find a Roberto Martinez player in there somewhere.
Yeah, you will. You definitely will.
Like,
but it's what can you do, Everton? Yeah. Hopefully for them they don't get relegated. Yeah. But Brentford the year what's his name? Gary Lineker said.
No, what is that?
Brentford got a pen, and then Ivan Toney scored it. He was like, you could have bet your house on him scoring. I bet Ivan Toney did.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh man, it's just
Ivan Toney, dog. I'm in the ground, bro. I'm 100 rand in the ground, you know. So if you were to do something like that,
just send him a DM, be like, hey dog, bets. Let's see what he says. But man.
I actually heard about that whole situation. Hopefully it's recent. Maybe my timeline is all over the place. When it is definitely is recent.
Yeah.
The Oxford game. The guy who got booked.
They're looking into it. Because Arsenal fans were cheering when he got yellow carded. Hey, man. Let's see what comes out of that.
There's an abnormal amount of people put money on him getting booked.
But then it's like Xhaka, you can sort of like...
these things.
Yeah, you can just be like, him. It's likely to get booked.
Yeah.
But definitely was a great week of Prem football, man.
On the side note.
What Atalanta?
Before I get there.
Okay.
It's crazy how I didn't mean to jinx all. I'm sorry, by the way. I didn't mean to do it. It's crazy that I say these guys have the best defensive record in Serie A.
Yeah, they got some Juve.
These guys go get 5 piece, bro. How does that happen? How?
It's Napoli, bro.
How, Sway?
It's Napoli. Napoli mean business. Didn't they made a statue for Maradona and apparently he's watching over them,
And they can't rename the stadium. They tried to read that. People wanted the stadium renamed.
To Maradona?
They couldn't,
Oh, okay.
But man, for real. Do you know that they have the exact same record as us, except for goals and goals scored, goals assisted. Except for that, everything's the same.
They only lost
draws, losses, everything's the same, identical. So
maybe this is 2012, guys. But this is it's things you love to see. Every now and then you'd like
a team,
something different,
So it's good, man. It's good.
Yeah, Barcelona beat Real Madrid.
You know what's crazy about that one? Yesterday when I put money on Arsenal winning, which they did, obviously. And then I had 90 rand from that winning. From the winnings, I put 20. Did a little trickery with the accounting. Got up to 40. Put 40 on them to win. They won. Got 90 rand.
Yeah.
And as the game was like 5 minutes away from starting, the Madrid and Barcelona game.
You just felt Barca might do it.
No. I was like, Real Madrid have a punt. It's like 3. And then I didn't. I look at the score. It's halftime 2-0. I was like.
I
don't know what to say. What's the I know Espírito Santo. I know that's what I know. That's the part of it I know. But hey, thank God.
You almost got God. Barcelona gonna come out to the cameras. But big ups on them for that. I saw a clip of the football passing. It was looking nice. So man, this could be a
renaissance.
On a broader scale, it could be just an interesting season across the scale. Maybe count out. Maybe even because Lens didn't smack the PSG, like a week ago. So it could be an outlier season. We're buying now.
Like overall.
In general of football.
Let me see some. I could just go on.
And PSG lost again last night with Messi's Neymar and Mbappe playing. So man, could be
them 1-0.
Could be an outlier season, man.
Lens top.
Nah, I think they were 8 points behind.
3 points behind now. Yeah, the 3 points.
So man.
Oh, even Messi is back. Oh, nice for them.
Could be an interesting season of football just in general.
Let's see German League. Fingers crossed. I don't keep up a lot with it anymore.
Yeah. I think Bayern are still buying things there.
Come on.
Yeah.
Union fell down to 5th. But Freiburg, you got this!
What's the
4
point?
Points behind.
Okay.
Freiburg's new team. The Freiburg is gone. You got this, man.
Any betting man out there, putting it out there, could be a random season.
Man. Have a go at Lens or Freiburg. Or obviously, personally, if I were a betting man, which I am, I'd rather go Lens. There's more. There's a bigger chance of PSG bottling this than Bayern. Because Bayern,
yeah,
give them 15 game head start.
Let's get going then. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So.
But no, it's definitely. It's a good watch. Next week it's Man U. There's a lot of talk of them being in a title race, so yeah, that should be a good game. They are full of confidence now. They're talking about humbling Arsenal. So
gotta get your leg back, bruv.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we need to remind them that Martinelli goal meant more than they'd like to believe.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. That's it. That's about it. That's all I've got. You got something else?
Wanna play a little game? Well, how many minutes you got left?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just figured, I wanted our United representative to be here. Would have been more fun if he was here.
Yeah.
But let's see if we can name the last Premier League winners going in reverse order. Can you do it?
From
last season going backwards.
What's this year's 22, 23?
22, 23, yeah.
21.
So let me grab the table and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
You can start from 20. Cool. I got the thing. Thing. Should be right. Okay. Yeah. Have a go. Yeah.
From that last one was 21, 22.
Yeah, 21, 22.
City. And then
20.
19, 20.
No.
Yeah?
The last is not 21, 22, which was City, yeah. And then it's 20, 21.
City again. 19, 20 Liverpool. City again. And then that one is 18, 19. City again. 17, 18. City again. What's it now? 16?
16, 17, yeah.
Chelsea. 15, 16.
Yeah.
Is it Chelsea again? No, City again. City again.
Oh, no, you tell me.
16, 17.
We're now 15, 16 now.
No. It was Leicester 14, 15. 15, 16. It was City, wasn't it?
Are you looking that answer in?
15, 16. Nah, Leicester. No.
Are you looking that answer
let
in?
me lock in Leicester. I don't know.
Alright.
It's Leicester.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was 14, 15.
Yeah.
That's City again.
Are you looking that answer
Yeah,
in?
I'm locking City.
Yeah, that's wrong.
What's 14, 15?
Chelsea with Mourinho when he came back.
And
then, this was 5. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. It's pretty good.
Alright, okay.
But yeah. No.
But yeah, now that you know, I know my ball.
Alright, peace, man.
Peace. We out.